If you're watching this video, you're probably looking for ways to make some extra cash. Side hustles and passive income can both help you supplement your income in slightly different ways, and there are pros and cons to keep in mind for both. Today, let's talk about side hustles versus passive income, and which might be the best option for you. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Nikita. Before we get started, I just want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not personalized financial advice. Look y'all, I used to side hustle before it had its own hashtag. You name it, I probably did it. Selling goods and services on marketplaces? Yeah. Babysitting? Absolutely. Taking surveys? Yes. Side hustles are those additional tasks that you take on to make extra funds outside of your primary source of income. Side hustles usually involve you taking an active role in your income, trading your time for money. When you hear about the gig economy, freelancing, digital nomads, or other similar buzzwords, they would all typically fall under the side hustle umbrella. You would choose a product or service to sell, research the best route for reaching clients, and then start building a side business from there. Depending on what type of avenue you decide to take, this might mean lining up any legal requirements. Will you need a license, a permit, etc.? Developing a website or setting up a profile on an existing site such as Airbnb, Etsy, or Upwork, creating your products or fine-tuning and pricing your service, creating a portfolio of your offerings. Maybe that's gathering samples of completed projects, or maybe it's taking photos of products. Marketing your hustle. Maybe you'll need to take out ads or start a social media channel to drive clients to your profile or website. Maybe you'll need to pass out flyers for a local babysitting or dog walking hustle. Customer service. There will be lots of interfacing with clients. This could look like negotiations and term agreements, or it could look like, I'm sorry your shirt was too big, let me process that exchange for you, conversations. You'll want to be prepared to dedicate several hours a week to managing some of the items I mentioned before, plus all the other inevitable, unexpected items that pop up with running a side hustle of any size. I know it sounds like a lot of work, and I'm always straight with y'all, so I'll be honest in saying that it is. But there's a lot of reward that comes with running a side hustle too, which makes it a viable contender for anyone considering making some extra cash. For starters, you have a lot of control over how much you work and how much you make. In most side hustles, you have the freedom to set your own rates or packages. You'll probably err on the side of the lower end of the price spectrum when you're first starting out, but as you start to build up your experience and reputation, you can increase your pricing to make even more. If you have a financial goal, such as you want to make at least $200 extra a month, side hustling can be a good way to play an active role in making that happen. You can also scale up or down your availability depending on how many hours extra you want to work. $200 a month, 5 hours a week, totally doable. Structure your offerings accordingly. Also, if your goal is to someday be a full-time business owner, a side hustle is a way to dip your toe into the small business world. You can test out the waters of your product or service idea to see if the demand exists for what you're offering. This can also create a learning opportunity for fine-tuning your service, understanding your customer base, finding a price that resonates with clients, and a lot more, all without the high stakes of your entire livelihood riding on the success of it. Similarly, if you're considering a career or industry change into something completely new, a side hustle can be a smart way to test it out to see if it's something you'd enjoy on a full-time, permanent basis. And finally, a side hustle is a proven way to build up your experience and portfolio. A strong portfolio will not only make your service more appealing to potential side hustle clients, but it could also help you if you aspire to land a full-time role with another company someday. At the most basic level, what I'm saying to you is that you could use a side hustle as a stepping stone to help not just your wallet right now, but your career somewhere along the road. All right. At this point, I'm hoping that your key takeaways about the side hustle life is that you are being paid here for your time. Now, let's shift over to passive income. If side hustling was paying you for your time, I'd say that passive income was paying you for your money in a way. In most cases of passive income, though not all, you would be earning income off of your financial investments. Certain passive income options like earning from books and other digital asset sales can take longer to truly become passive and require a bigger investment of time on the front end, so I'm not going to delve into those. Things like investing in stocks, bonds, index funds, real estate, etc. would all be investments that generate passive income, and the time involved is usually fairly minimal. As of 2021, 43% of assets managed by investment companies were passively managed index funds, for good reason. The primary benefit of passive investing is that you earn money without taking time away from your other work and interests. Once you set up your account and make the investment, you remain mostly hands-off after that. For a lot of people, this income option is the dream. Like, who wouldn't want to make money while they're surfing TikTok or watching Netflix? But there are some things to keep in mind before you start investing for passive income. Firstly, in most cases, passive income generation is a long-term game. When investing in stocks or bonds, the expectation is not typically to cash it out in 2 weeks like you might anticipate for a regular paycheck from work. Markets fluctuate, and passive investments thrive in their ability to ride the market waves for the long haul, producing income for their investors over time. The same is true when investing in real estate or other common passive income assets. You'd make your initial investment and then prepare to hold them to receive passive income over time. Next, passive income can't always be predicted. When you're opting for passive investing, you're relying on the buy and hold strategy, which means riding the highs and lows of the market. Unlike active investing, you wouldn't take a hands-on a portfolio manager type of role in the investing. So you wouldn't be attempting to predict the market to buy or sell in pursuit of the next GameStop or AMC unicorn. This could mean months of a lot of growth and other months of plateaus and not being in much control of the income either way. And the final consideration with passive income is that obviously you'll need money to get started. Yes, you can start earning passive income for as little as $10, but to see higher yields, you'll need to start with much more. For example, let's say you're tucking part of your paycheck into a high-yield savings account to earn passive income on the funds. After an initial $100 deposit, you deposit $100 monthly for 5 years at a 2% average rate of return. You'd earn $326 after those 5 years in interest, which is pretty good for not doing any work at all. But if we use the same parameters with a $1,000 initial deposit and saving $1,000 per month, then your amount earned in interest after 5 years jumps up to $3,258. Also keep in mind that some passive investment types will require more capital than others to get started. For example, mutual funds typically have minimums that can range from $1,000 to $3,000 to get started. Purchasing a home or other property usually requires a minimum down payment amount of somewhere between 3 to 20% of the purchase price. The barriers to entry fluctuate based on what sort of investment you're considering. So, it's worth knowing the specific amounts before deciding if passive investing is the best move for you right now. Now, $1,000,000 question, which is right for you? Side hustle or passive income? It really depends on your goals, both short and longer term. If you have some time in your day, maybe before or after your main job or on the weekends, and you need extra cash sooner rather than later, a side hustle might be the way to go. Once you get your side hustle set up and running, you can typically start earning money from it at a quicker pace than with passive income. You also have more flexibility with side hustles to take on additional hustles to increase your potential to earn even more. If you don't have much free time and have funds just laying around your savings account hoping for a job to do, passive income might be the better option. Passive income is a great way to put your money to work, earning more without really needing to think about it. Since you didn't need immediate access to that cash anyway, it might as well be out there working to increase its value. Ultimately, both side hustling and passive income have the potential to increase your income and help you reach your goals faster. They also both come with rules and regulations, including tax requirements, to keep in mind. Make sure you take the tax implications into consideration before you go either way. And if passive income is your overall goal, but you don't have the amount of money to invest that you desire, maybe you take on a side hustle with the sole intent to invest all the earnings into passive income assets. The beautiful thing about adding additional streams to your income is that you're fully in control of deciding which route makes the most sense for you and your goals. I hope this video helped you decide which option is right for you. And if you're feeling good and you're feeling motivated and you know which route you want to go, but now you're mad at me because I didn't tell you how to get started, don't worry, you know we got you covered. Check out our passive income videos or our side hustle video for ideas on getting started. See you next time. Bye.